Hey YouTube, this is Cam, and I had to make this video because I just have to update you guys on what's been going on for the past few days. So, for starters, last week I got an email from my coordinator saying that we had to talk, basically. And I was like, oh crap. And I was assured that it was nothing bad. But of course, when you get any sort of correspondence that says we need to talk, first thing you do is worry. So I was worried all day. So we talked that night because both of us had work to do over the weekend, so we weren't going to be able to talk over the weekend. So we talked on Thursday night for about an hour about how basically one of my coworkers at my office contacted her, concerned about me, based on what happened at that camp a few weeks ago, based on a Facebook comment that I recently made. Somebody discussed with her whether I was having some gender issues, and it was totally out of concern for my well-being, wanting to make sure that I was okay, and not really being sure because they said that basically whenever they ask me like how I am, I just say, oh yeah, I'm fine. So they were actually like worried that I might be being bullied or things like that. So yeah, I guess there have been various people who have maybe voiced concerns to the office about me as well. So I talked to her on Thursday, and it was decided that she would have to talk to her supervisor, since now the district, since somebody from the company is actually voicing concerns about me. And so she told me that she would talk to her supervisor and asked what I wanted the supervisor to know. And of course, first thing is that I'm not comfortable in female spaces. And then I was like, I'll think about what else I want, to be said, because I figure there's only so much that actually could be said. It's not like we're gonna tell them everything. But basically, it was decided. I requested that in addition to the fact that I'm uncomfortable in female spaces, the pronouns needed to stop. And actually, I have notes over there about what else there was. I can't remember off the top of my head, but female spaces, pronouns, and something else. But anyway, so I got another email today, and she talked to her supervisor, and is going to be talking to my office this week. So we're gonna see what happens with that. I really don't know what to expect. I have no idea what to expect at all. Oh, the other thing was that not to introduce me to people as female, because they will literally be like, this is Cam, she's a girl. Which is unnecessary. Who introduces people like that to anybody? And they overuse pronouns with me, they really, really do. So that happened. But this weekend, I was basically loaned out to another district that doesn't have an intern right now. I was loaned out to this district to do their camp for the kids who are about to go on month-long exchanges this summer. And I did some workshops there. And so, okay, this is a district that, they don't know me. They've never met me. They don't really know anything about me. All they have is my profile that was sent from the office. So I decided to take advantage of that. When I went, and I was picked up by a staff member of the office, for the office there, and taken to the harbor, because the place where we were holding the camp was off on some island, so we had to go by boat. And so there were 2 staff members, and then a bunch of the volunteer ladies who run the groups, and that was it. Those were the only people running this camp, which was very, very different from the way ours was run. so when I was asked to introduce myself, you know, I introduced myself, and then the second staff member started kanojo, like referring to me in that way, which means she. And so I kind of like did that, which I always do when somebody says that, basically. And so the tutors were like, one of the tutors came up to me, the tutor that I was primarily working with came up to me and was like, I'm sorry, but are you a boy or are you a girl? And I was like, I'm a boy. And all of the tutors were like, I thought so. And they got on the staff member, and he apologized profusely. And I basically went through the entire weekend presenting as male. I used all male bathrooms, but people were kind of still switching back and forth on my pronouns. So I think people still were not really sure. But everybody basically kind of went along with it, which made everything easier for me, and I got a room by myself. So that was one out of two major worries of my remaining work responsibilities. One big worry, like, taken care of. So I had a room to myself in the boys' dorm. So, yeah, things are getting really interesting around here. Things might change a bit as far as my social situation goes and with my transition and whatnot. And also this month is probably going to be the moment of truth as far as telling my family, my immediate family. So, yeah, I will do like a normal, my normal weekly update, but I just got back yesterday, yesterday evening, totally exhausted, and I rested today. I just had to tell you guys, like, what happened, what's going on, especially since I just got this email, like, a few hours ago. So, it's gonna be a big week, and I will definitely keep you all updated. So, thank you, everybody, for your support. Also, to the guys at Brothers in Transition, thank you for having me as a sub. Whenever, I'll be happy to contribute whenever I'm needed. And that's really all I have to say for right now. So, good evening, good afternoon, depending on wherever it is, or good morning, I guess, depending on wherever it is you are in the world. I'm probably going to be going to bed soon, so I hope everybody's doing well, and take care.